We are live, motherfuckers. We have the king of pro wrestling here.
Yes, not Sean Ross Sapp.
I remember you had like a little bit of like a feud, and I was just like, who the fuck is that guy? Let me turn it off. All right, we should be good now. Yeah, we are headed to watch the Atlanta Braves cut into the Mets division lead and add to my misery.
No, I'm worried about this series.
As we bring him into the domesticated cat den, because you know. All right, I got this fucking low ass car, right? All right, that wasn't too bad.
Undisclosed location. You don't know. Where are we?
Yeah, so yeah, like I've always wanted to get JD on TSP. Actually, that's my car, except I have a better version of that.
Which he's basically saying that car is shit.
Well, the thing is, they say that the GLE 350 from this generation, the ride quality is not very good. But they don't give you the air suspension option in the 350. You can only get it in the 450. I have the 450. But from what I hear, I should have gotten the 580. That's what I hear. But I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Wait a minute. I made a mistake. I was supposed to go down 200 more feet. The fuck?
Man, I haven't been this low in the car in forever, man. My buddy had a Camaro.
I've never been.
I mean, it wasn't for me.
I was never this low in a car before I got this
I'll
shit.
stick to my fucking automatic Mustang that people make fun of me about.
Why do they make fun of you?
You don't drive manual, man.
Yo, they don't even sell manuals anymore. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, like I could be a snob. I could be a snobby asshole about some things, but come on, son. Come on, son. Like, can you imagine in 20 years when all the girls were born male, and you can't be like, hey, your girl's trans. You can't. You don't even have a real girl. Like, they don't even make them in the real model anymore. What the fuck? Anyway,
You see, man, I tweeted this out. Let me see if people are watching.
yeah. So yeah, I've been wanting to get JD on TSP, but JD's a busy man.
I am sometimes.
He's a busy mofo, and I like to let you do your thing. Like, I heard some shit on somebody said about like the thing that lazy people do is name drop.
Yeah.
Right. And I heard that recently, and I thought about that. I'm like, oh, so that's why I don't do that. Like people like would be surprised. Motherfucker, there's a red light here. I don't get it.
Yes. They went through a red light, yes.
Holy crap.
Undisclosed location that we're currently in. They apparently don't pay attention to red lights.
Oh, Foxman's doing his Foxman thing. I remember.
Foxman, listen, bro.
I remember you.
Foxman just got off of work at Target. Begging Jake to fucking jump on Destiny 2. Bro, I was on all afternoon before Genius picked me up, bro. Where were you?
Oh, shit, man. Yo, you guys are fucking clowns.
Well, I'm waiting for Drew to pop into the chat, too.
Oh, I mean, this goes back to the Black Ops 3 days. Because remember, like, when I
Black Ops 3 is a goated COD.
Well, let's roll the odometer back a few miles, okay?
Black Ops 4 is a goated COD, right, Fox?
So I want to kind of, for those that are uninitiated, which is, not too many of you. Well, pretty much all of you, right? Because the people that know you don't really know me, not that well anyway. I discovered JD in my, during the height of my COD addiction. So
Look, this guy's looking at you.
of course, I get it all the time. It's really, really funny. And this chick is like, it's really funny. I exist to white people.
She wanted to look, but she had to look not to get run. She's looking out. She's looking at
We're gonna broach that topic. Okay, we're gonna go there. All right. But here's the funny thing, right? I'm usually, especially to middle-aged white people, I'm completely invisible. But I get in this car, and all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter. It's really fucking funny. I love it. But the funny thing is, the girls, the white girls that age, they have to pretend as if they don't see me in this car.
Well, she had glasses on, so you don't know if she's looking at you or not. So I don't know.
Right, but
she was.
Well, I'm talking about in New York City, where you have all of these, liberal SJW leftist types. They want to pretend like they don't want to be sitting in the car with me, and I have to laugh because you can see them sneaking little looks. And it's like, yeah, bitch, you're a gold digger. Just admit it to yourself. You'll feel better. Anyway, so back around the time where they started releasing the DLC maps in Black Ops 2, YouTube suggested that I watch JD from New York, and I was just like, okay, that's pretty interesting. There are people doing gameplay commentaries in New York. Like I thought it was like something that people did in other states. I don't know. I was fucking ignorant as shit. All right. I can't tell you why I thought that, but I was like, oh shit. Like people in New York are doing this. Well, if there's a YouTuber doing this in New York, I gotta support him, right? So I remember this one video that you did, where because they had just put the DLC video, the DLC map out, where it was like the Brooklyn Bridge, and of course
it was like an apocalyptic New York City,
right? And of course, it was just like, okay, New York City map, New York YouTuber, because I was really excited when that map came out, simply because it's my neck of the woods, right? In Asphalt 9, when they came out with the New York map, I was geeking out over that too, that's a racing game for the uninitiated. But anyway, so I hear you call, jackpot motherfucker, and calling everybody all kinds of like, all right, I can get behind this guy. Like I can fucking,
I used to say jackpot motherfucker because the cluster missile, the Predator missile, broke into all the missiles, and it was an easy 3-4 kills in a row, kill streak. So that's what I kind of associated that with, like you pulling the fucking arm on the slot machine, and you got three matching suits, and you win the jackpot.
Yeah. So my guy Jimmy Dean is like, yeah, we're headed to the Mets game, man. Well, the Atlanta Braves at New York Mets. Normally I would just say the Mets game, but we got a fucking Atlanta Braves fan here.
Since don't ask me why.
Yeah, I'm not going to. They might have to start calling you JD the Traitor too. You're from New York. How are you a Braves fan? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Sorry about the crackling audio. There's really not a whole lot I could do about that right now. But anyway, so that's how I kind of discovered them. And then like some of the people that I was cool with would end up in parties in Black Ops 3. No, not Black Ops 3, in Call of Duty Ghosts.
Right? It was terrible when it came out, and then I kind of grew to love it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it from the beginning because you can use marksman rifles and sniper rifles without feeling like, you're trying to do it in a fucking phone booth. I just thought that I thought that game catered to all weapons in the game like no COD ever did, and hasn't since, in my opinion. Just my opinion.
Fun fact, my favorite gun in Call of Duty history came from COD Ghosts.
And is that the
Honey Badger?
The Honey Badger, yeah. So that gun actually returns in Infinite Warfare.
The same weight?
Yep. But it's called the Honey Bee.
Oh.
It's an NV4 variant that has the suppressor built in with no range penalty. And all of the
I did not know that.
all the little English cigarettes
I played
that have no skill, they love using that shit.
I played Infinite Warfare for about maybe 9 hours, and then I never played again.
Yeah, I have not. Like I made the mistake of buying Cold Sore, and I can tell somebody in the comments, in the chat, if you have herpes, can you please let me know how fun it is to have that? Because in I have this sneaky suspicion that having herpes is more fun than playing Black Ops Cold Sore. So definitely leave that in the comments section below. If you have herpes and you've played the last Black Ops, you tell me which is more fun. But Infinite Warfare is still the only Call of Duty I play because with all the problems that it has, it's the last decent Call of Duty.
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's the last decent one.
I don't know. I quite enjoyed Black Ops 4, to be quite honest with you.
I just couldn't get into that because it was so obvious that it was a money grab. It was a product. It wasn't a game. That was the first COD that it was very clear that this is not Call of Duty, the video game. This is Call of Duty, the value provided to investors. Like from the very beginning, it was all about buy this skin and buy this $30 melee weapon and buy. Nigga, I bought the fucking game already. Is that $60 not enough?
Yes, I know. I agree with you.
So I want to say hello to everybody. Obviously, I'm driving. I can't really acknowledge everybody in the chat. JD, you can take over that.
We got Rage in the chat. Rage, what's going on?
I remember Raging Girl Gamer. Yeah, I remember her from your stream.
Yeah.
She was there when you finally gave me my wrench on your channel.
She's in all of my streams.
Yeah, I remember. She was back cool. Rage. I think we were talking about some restaurant that she was supposed to I think there was a restaurant that she was supposed to tell me to go to somewhere in New York that her friend had or something like that. I have a really good memory. So, believe me, I'm not a stalker beta male that don't get no pussy. I swear. So yeah, so back in the day, JD, I think you had about, so I think at the time, I think Soldier had more subscribers than you at the time. So I thought you had like 25,000. He had like, maybe 30 to 50,000, somewhere in that range. And, back in those days, it was kind of like, and I started to experience to a very small degree what you were going through. Because like when you're constantly streaming on Twitch or streaming on YouTube or putting out commentaries and people see you online, you're going to get 1,000,001 friend requests.
Yeah.
I have not shown up as online on PlayStation in like 4 years.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
And I have like a very tiny fraction of the subscribers that you have, and I can't. I'm just like, they come into the chat. Can I play? You better fucking subscribe first. What the fuck?
I always wondered about those people. Like, do they have friends of their own? Like, what
Nah, they don't.
Possesses people to want to play with somebody that they genuinely don't even know in real life?
Yeah, but but the thing is, like, you see somebody busting ass in the game, they're kicking ass, taking names, and all that stuff, and you want to be a part of it.
Which is weird because we met through Call of Duty. Like, I've known I've known Jake and Foxman, Drew, Tom, Mr. Soldier. And I've met all of them except for Jake and Fox, but I've known Jake and Fox for like
a long time,
a very long time. So like, gotta be over 10 years.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And the thing is, like, I've met like so many people in the Call of Duty community, and as you know, the first guy that I ever did a collaboration with is now my co-host on the Talking Shit podcast here. I don't know how many of you are on my regular channel or how many of you are on my podcast channel, the Talking Shit podcast. Wait. I'm not gonna do that. But you know, my co-host, Captain Paul, I kind of met Captain Paul kind of in the same kind of circles as you, you know. So what a lot of people don't understand is that when Captain Paul, oh, there goes Rattlesnake Jake.
Oh, there he is. So he's fucking everywhere.
So people don't know that when Captain Paul was like, you know, coming up with us, he was fighting cancer at the same time. He was trying to, he was trying to stay alive back then.
Yeah, I remember that.
I did my very first commentary because we were talking about the next Call of Duty that was coming out after Ghosts, and we were speculating on it. That was like one of my favorite videos that I ever did. I have finally gotten with my second wife. She designed the thumbnail for that video. And I mean, you know, I can't talk. You know, we don't use names.
Yeah, no, good.
She's the only one that doesn't like to show up. Because you know, Mrs. Evil.
Yeah.
She co-hosts the MMA watch. You know, we do a MMA opinion. And actually, the second one, she showed her face in our last stream.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was something. She has like a little bit of a complex about watching because she's Korean. She has a complex because almost every single time she comes in the office and there's a Korean fighter, they lose. So now she doesn't want to come in.
She feels like that, but she's bad luck.
Yeah. She's got a little bit of a complex about that. But you know, we encourage her to, like, you know, come through and watch the fights. But she doesn't really like to be on camera. You know, so the other one doesn't like to be on camera either. But you know, she knows that having some estrogen on the channel is more marketable. So she's trying to do whatever she can to help us grow the podcast. I think we're like 9 subscribers short of 300, and I'm 103 short on my personal channel of 1,000. So, but you know, I've never really pushed that hard anyway. It's like, you know, if it happens, it happens. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I've known Rattlesnake for a long time. You know, I've known yo, Jimmy PD, man. I saw you on sorry, I'm having a little bit of a lag here. I saw you on the Indian Jesus channel with your camera pointed at the desk. That shit was hilarious. Shout out to the Indian Jesus, man. You know, he's out there grinding, you know, trying to, do his thing on YouTube. All of us are trying to get something done on YouTube. Virgin Girl here says, what you driving? Oh, God. This is a 2022 BMW Z4 40.
There you go. Sorry, guys. We hit a little internet blackout there.
Yeah, I
Dead
mean,
zone.
yeah.
Parts unknown here.
Get in the zone. Get in the zone.
Well, look at this fucking traffic, man. You gotta love New York traffic.
I think this is why they sent
Queens traffic
me over here. I think that's why they sent. Oh, yeah, you're not catching me with a speed camera. Nope. You can suck a dick. You know, the sad thing is the side streets are probably more the side streets are probably
worse,
quicker to drive than the fucking highway.
Oh yeah, they will. I was gonna say worse because of all the fucking cameras. Yeah. I bet it's 1,400 subs, Rage.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's you know, it's difficult. You know, it's difficult, and the thing is, like what I was saying before, like I don't want to be name dropping all the time, or if I am going to name drop, right, I want to be sure that I'm providing some kind of value to, you know, whoever I work with, because I do believe that the content that I'm bringing is definitely has some value, you know, but you know, I don't want to be that guy that's like always asking, you know, for people to shout me out or this, that, or the third or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
And streaming is not an easy thing to do.
It's
not. I had reservations about even streaming myself, and it's just the way of life on YouTube right now. It needs to be done.
And the algorithm hates the streaming, but it's just the way things are done.
Which I heard they're working on, which hopefully that's sometime this year. And I hope that eventually helps people like me and you and everybody else out. I know.
Say that one more time, because I'm trying not to let us die right now while I switch lanes. What did you just say?
I said I hope the algorithm is
oh, they improve it, right?
I hope it improves to help everybody who streams.
I thought it was about the break news, like, oh, they're gonna improve the algorithm.
No. I know Mr. Soldier. He streams Warzone every night.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's doing his thing. You know,
I saw him yesterday, and I'm just like, listen, I would watch your stream. I just don't give a fuck about Battle Royale.
Yeah,
I could not give a flying fuck. Like Battle Royale movies, I love them. Battle Royale games suck a dick.
Yeah,
they are boring as fuck.
I can't get into them either.
And when are we going to get a Call of Duty where Activision stops trying to copy somebody else's IP? The only thing that we want is good, small to medium maps, 6v6 with no god guns and no protecting of bad players. And ping is king. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think I'm asking for too much.
I got used to skill-based matchmaking, though. You know, not that I condone it. It's just.
I mean, you sound like a battered spouse.
Kind of, yeah. It is what it is.
I love it when guys hang back 300 feet. Then I can switch lanes with no problem. I just hope that finding parking is not going to be difficult, because I prepaid for that bitch. Anyway, you know, I've known bring back 360 quick scoping.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But yeah, yeah. So I, you know, so actually, there was something that was going on where I don't really like to use names of people that I don't fuck with anymore. But I used to talk to him, and I used to talk to you, and he told me, "Oh yeah, Soldier and JD are going to be at like this speakeasy, this pub type place in Manhattan." And I was just like, "Oh shit! Well, I'm free. I'll go." And you were like, "Okay." And I was like, "All right, cool, right?" At the time, I had like 200 subscribers, and all these guys have, you know, I think the other guy had like 1,500 before he dropped this channel, and you had a bunch of subscribers, and I was just like the nobody, right? And so when I showed up, everything was cool. I bought my water. I tipped the waitress pretty heavy because I know they don't make a lot of money selling water.
No.
And then you were there with the woman that you were with at the time. I don't know if Soldier's still with the same lady.
I'm not sure.
But you guys asked me about my situation. I was like, yeah, I got two. And yo, let me tell y'all, the funniest fucking shit. You want to know classic JD, right? JD is sitting there with his girlfriend, and he's like, "Hey, man, like, live your life. If it works for you, if it floats your boat, blah blah blah. I couldn't do that." She goes to the bathroom with Soldier's girlfriend. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? How did you do that?" That's bad fucking funny, yo. That shit was so fucking funny. Oh my god! And what's the funny thing too? My dad, he watches my podcast. He doesn't really comment anymore, but he had the same reaction when the three of us got together, and he was like talking all of this. It's sinful this, and that's not what it was intended. That and blah 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 blah, bunch of shit that I don't care about. And he was talking all that shit, and then when he got out of earshot of his now wife, "Oh, I'm living vicariously through you." I'm like, "Yeah, nigga." Everybody's always got, so all the responses I get about the relationship that I have is really funny. But it was like a super cool thing, and of course, the thing that took me aback is that like you see JD cursing everybody out every 17 seconds in his videos, but then you meet him and he's just like the chillest motherfucker alive, right? So there would be times where I would go on because we hung out a few times, and there would be people like trying to like come at you, and I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Like y'all talking shit about somebody you don't even know them in real life. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's everybody, even now.
Still,
even in the wrestling community, yeah. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm a racist. I'm a homophobe. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, bro, like, why don't you come sit down at the bar with me and have a drink, and you'll see that I'm not that way.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, you got to do what you got to do for, because Captain Paul, he's right wing, and the thing is, I know that a lot, you're more right than left, and I don't. And the thing is, for me, a lot of people will assume like, oh, this person voted for that person, you can't like them. Go fuck yourself. Kindly go fuck yourself. Like my co-host Captain Paul, we came together because he's a right winger that holds right wingers accountable when they say and do fucked up things. And I'm constantly making fun of left wingers. I don't really consider myself to be left wing, but most people would consider me to be left wing. So I'm like, all right, whatever. See the American worker being exploited to his injury. I'm going to say something about it. But beyond that, like I don't give a fuck what the fuck you guys do or who the fuck you guys vote for, as long as they're not campaigning for my eradication or for people that look like me. I don't give a fuck who you fucking vote for. I don't give a fuck. I hate all politicians. Not your comments are showing up, David Banner. You are there. And thank you for coming through. David Banner stumbled onto one of our UFC, and he's pretty religious. The first lady, Mrs. Evil, we're going to her dad's place in Jersey.
Okay.
So we're not going to do the MMA show this weekend. We normally do it every single time, but we had other things to do last week. Oh, we were at the Coheed show on Saturday, and that's a whole fucking thing. But yeah, we're gonna be at the first lady's house. So we're not gonna be doing the show. It's likely that we're not gonna be doing the show this coming Saturday. But thank you, David Banner, and thank you, Raging Girl Gamer, for coming through here as well. So so the thing is, like, a lot of people, would like hear JD and then they would assume that he's racist, this or that, and then here I come and they're like, oh, you're just kissing his ass, blah blah blah. It's like, no, motherfucker. Like, I've actually spent time with the motherfucker. My thing is, like, I don't hate racists, right? Because I believe everybody who makes it past the age of 2 is a racist in some shape, form, or fashion, and that goes for everybody. Because everybody's got biases, because that's just how our brains work, right? We try to put everybody into a hierarchy in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and no matter what the race is, I guarantee you've got a racial bias, and if you've got a racial bias, that is the textbook definition of racism. Now, my thing is, what do you do with your racial bias? That's what I care about, right? So, if you prefer, I might have to. Yeah, I might have to, because that's just too much time. I don't, if you've got a racial bias, and allow me to told you that this fucking side streets are quicker.
Yeah.
And sadly, they want us to stay right here and exit again. If I put this in super sport mode, you would enjoy this a lot more. Right now, I've got it in Eco Pro.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So, people and their racial biases don't really bother me, but like, if you got a problem with me, simply because of what I look like, then it's like, well, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. You can live your life. I don't give a fuck, right? So I've seen a lot of people hit you with that racist stuff, and it's like, come on, bro. Come on. Right? Weren't you like cool with the chick that just left the WWE with like her boyfriend or something like that?
Which
Sasha Banks. You were cool with her boyfriend?
Oh, her husband?
She's married?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I know that, like,
I'm cool with a lot of people.
Yeah. And it's like, does Sasha Banks look white to you?
Sasha Banks knows everybody at House of Glory.
Right.
House of Glory is a predominantly Spanish and black run wrestling promotion.
Right.
They told me firsthand that they would not employ me if they thought that was who I was.
I wouldn't
Sasha
have
Banks rolls through there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have you in my house or around, I mean, because if you want to talk about the Benetton ad of relationships, that's us. You got the guy that looks black, the Hispanic woman, the Asian woman. We're like the Benetton ad of poly families,
I'm a fucking Sicilian from the Bronx, white as white could be.
Yeah. So
the fuck,
and too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I've been with nothing. I've been with nothing but Spanish and Ecuadorian women.
Right. So, my thing is, I like to judge people by how they treat me, and how they treat the people that they don't feel like they have to respect. And that's just kind of like how I do. And so that's how, like, me and him like became like really cool. And you guys will see me like pop up in the stream from time to time. Like, I don't watch a lot of it because, frankly, the streams are too long for an art form that I no longer care about. And it's the WWE's fault. Hey, Omega. This motherfucking asshole right here, Omega, is the world's most annoying melee weapon player.
Well, you're somebody I'd curse at then.
Yeah, dead ass. Like, this motherfucker is annoying.
I'd purposely switch up my gameplay middle of the game, sit in a fucking corner crouch somewhere, waiting for you to run through a doorway, and then take great pleasure in the death chat on the other end. You fucking pussy caper. Well, I'm not one. You're forcing me to be one. I'm a stereotypical run and gun player.
Yeah, me too, man. But that's Omega. Shout out to Omega. He's the player we all hate, and he knows it. You know, he knows.
That's all right, man. You got to respect players like that because it's not easy to play like that.
And the thing is, when I met him, he was a 0.8 KD player in Infinite Warfare. He got his KD up to damn near 1.2. It's like, okay.
And for a melee player, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because of, the advanced movement and all of that. And all the synaptic Titan English cigarettes that ruined the fun of the game. But, we got to get we got to get around the YouTube algorithm, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Sorry, guy.
The outlaw fucking YouTube back in the day, man. Anything could be said.
Yeah, man. I miss the old days. But that's one of the reasons why we created the Talking Shit podcast, simply because the deep-arming of people that don't agree with the leftist agenda. I hate it. And a lot of the things that the leftist agenda agrees with, I agree with. But it does not mean that we need to be shutting people's voices down, because the only thing that you're going to do is make people angrier, and they're going to hate you even more. The only way to really make it where your neighbor is not your enemy is to actually have the difficult conversations. And so, for me, especially on TSP, I try to call it like a safe haven for the right wing, for the right wing supporter, because even though my politics don't really align with yours, I believe that you should have the right to believe whatever the fuck you believe and to have the discussion. Because a lot of times they wonder what a leftist or somebody who's left leaning or moderate, they wonder what that person thinks and feels, but they never get a straight answer, because the only thing they hear is racist, sexist, thistlephobe, dataphobe, and it's just stupid. So, that's what we created TSP for, to give people, the opportunity to talk about, the things that they're not allowed to talk about pretty much anywhere. But I know that you avoid politics on your channel.
I avoid all that shit, man. Politics, religion, all that shit. It's no good. Nobody wants, especially on a pro wrestling podcast where they're specifically there for pro wrestling. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Because you turn on the news, that's all you hear.
Yeah.
You go on Twitter, it's the first thing you fucking read.
Yep. And the thing is, with Vince McMahon paying off the women, you can't even help it. The politics is going to be there.
Yeah.
When Linda McMahon wanted to run for office, what was that, 12 years ago?
Yep.
And then it gave rise to WWE PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super Cena and Be a Star and all that garbage. Oh my God.
That shit's always going to be there. That ain't going away.
They're still doing Be a Star?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit ain't going nowhere. None of that shit. None of those narratives are going anywhere. Especially with high as they are right now as price goes. Looking to sell the company potentially.
Yo, every 17 minutes they're looking to sell the company. I believe it when I fucking see it. How many years have they been talking that sell the company shit, Jay? Come on.
It's usually a couple of times a year the discussion comes up. Are they selling? Are they selling? Now with Vince gone, everybody thinks they're going to sell. Vince ain't selling that fucking company.
I mean, you really should leave it in the family, because let's be real. Vince doesn't have too many sunsets remaining.
No.
Okay.
No, I questioned. I even brought it up. Like that man was a hardworking, 22-hour a day fucking sleep.
Steroid abuser.
Vampire, He's what is he gonna do when he's home, sitting at home, not doing anything?
Right.
And is he gonna wither away and die?
Yeah. But also, the thing is, I mean, is he like the oldest man to survive steroid cycles? I mean,
I don't know who's older than that.
Yeah, that
is in this type of thing, but he's 77 years old.
Yeah. So shout out to him. I mean, people should be looking. I mean, Arnold.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno. Those are names, but I think Lou Ferrigno is at least a decade younger than Vince. Fucking Ric Flair just had that but I don't know if he was a steroid guy though.
No, I don't think Ric Flair. He was more of an alcoholic, Percocet, fucking painkiller guy.
Yeah, he was never really like a a bodybuilder physique guy. You watched this match, and that was in AEW, correct?
His last match?
Yeah.
No, I had nothing to do with it. It was
No, I said that he was in AEW in that match, right?
Ric Flair?
Yeah.
No, he's not a part of AEW.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they said Jay Lethal was in that.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was Impact wrestlers and AEW wrestlers on the show, but the show was run and put together by his son-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, Andrade.
No, right? Andrade is one of his son-in-laws because Andrade married Charlotte.
Right.
But Conrad Thompson, who is like the podcast king in pro wrestling, he's got everybody under the sun under his umbrella. Motorcycle in the background.
You can tell that I'm loosely on the peripheral.
Yeah. He put that whole show together. Conrad's married to Flair's other daughter, who's not really all that much in the spotlight.
Gotcha. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to get to the ballpark before I can't find a parking spot. That'd be great. But yeah, man, once you went into like the pro wrestling stuff, I was just like, good for him. He's doing this thing. And I look at the production value and I'm just like, yo, Jay is doing his motherfucking thing, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate that, and I want to stand out from everybody. That's the reason why I did it. You get the fucking comments. Oh, you copied Dr. Disrespect. I'm like, I don't know. Doc was the only one that was capable of doing the type of designs that I have.
I mean, didn't you work with somebody with those designs to like design it yourself?
The team that reached out to me was listening to the show, and he assembled a team. And one of the lead guys,
I think I got the Avengers.
One of the lead guys was actually Doc's main animator.
Right. So you're going to see some of the same.
So you're going to see some of that same vibe.
Right.
But everything, what a lot of people don't know is,
people just hate on you. Just
it is
like just to hate.
Like Doc is set in a Miami Vice futuristic fucking 80s vibe. He's got the porn stash. He's got all that.
I don't understand that shit.
What you see, and he's got the wig and the vest and all that stuff. What you see is me. What you see is me.
He's like a buffoon. I'm not gonna front. He looks like a fucking idiot.
I mean, I enjoy his content.
I've never actually seen his content, which is why I can't judge it.
He's funny. He's entertaining. I'll give him that.
Okay.
But there is inspiration there. But what people don't understand is that you see my shit. The fucking model Mustang that you see in my
is my
actual car.
I actually backed into his driveway, folks. And the only way that I knew it was his house because none of the houses on his block have a fucking number on it is that I saw the fucking Mustang. Okay?
It's my actual car. I've always wanted to own a bar or a wrestling themed bar.
Actions in his Mustang? My influence, motherfuckers.
He told me to go all out. I went all out.
Because your old Mustang was bare bones, and I'm like, you're gonna be in this. You were in that car 8 years.
Yep.
And
I'm in this one now, going on 4 years.
Yeah. So I'm like, if all of the options are gonna be outdated eventually, you might as well get everything that you want.
Yep.
Because you're gonna be in this car a long time. I ordered 3 out of the 4 cars I've ever had. I ordered them with all the shit, and I know I'm only gonna have it for 3-4 years max.
So what a lot of people don't understand is like, the car's mine, the whole imagery is me.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
800 feet, keep the fucking road going. The fuck? Like I'm thinking I'll be able to fucking exit. And now I look like an asshole.
Merging in the city sucks.
No, but it's like, if the exit's right there, then let this fucking lane continue.
Yeah, you got this little patch of fucking.
What the fuck? Now I look like a fucking doofus. I don't look that bad because, I'm in this car, right?
Yeah, so what a lot of people don't understand is like the imagery is me. Like I love to have a nice, fine, cold beverage. Car's mine. There's wrestling Easter eggs all along my fucking thing. The beer garden now, I incorporated, influence from one of my favorite beer gardens that I frequent. The Ferris wheel in the new beer garden is direct inspiration from the Steel Pier.
You do know that there's a map in Infinite Warfare where there is a dedicated beer garden on one of the maps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Retaliation for those scoring at home.
I didn't know that. And the first wheel is a Steel Pier, Atlantic City, direct inspiration. So there's a lot of things that are just me, and people are like, "Oh, you're copying Doc." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
How about you do it better? How about you do that? Right?
You come in on the Mustang like Doc comes in his car. I'm like, "But Doc doesn't drive a Mustang."
But
I don't wear sunglasses my entire stream. Doc does.
Right.
I don't wear a fucking. I don't wear a wig and a wrestling outfit.
You don't have to. See, here's the thing, Jay, and this is why I could tell it's been years since you've called me on the phone. Because if we were talking regularly, you would not be explaining yourself to these dimwits.
I know.
Because the thing is, like, they're trying to pick you apart because they're trying to put a vibe out there because they can't do what you do. So they're looking for ways to denigrate you. Don't process the bullshit. Don't process the bullshit. I'm pretty sure he's not doing wrestling content.
Doc? No.
No, disrespect.
Yeah, no. He's a gamer.
Yeah. Fuck out there. You know?
And Apex Legends.
Hold on a second.
But man, excuse me for wanting to be a step above the rest of the fucking wrestling community. You watch these other fucking clowns in the community, Fightful and all this other shit. They're fucking operating on low budget microphones from their goddamn fucking shit bedroom with one picture hanging up on the wall, and half of them don't even sound like they're using a legit microphone. Some of them I see a legit microphone in frame, but I don't even think they know how to set it up correctly.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, by the way, JD, one of the reasons that you should look into StreamYard is that you can time people out from StreamYard. So we had somebody spamming JD is racist in the chat. And
you gotta love it.
He got timed out.
You gotta love it.
I mean, some people are just looking for attention, you know? And you know, and the thing is, like I say, like, when I was co-hosting Black Power Magic Hour on Act.tv with Messiah Rhodes, we would have white guys coming in here with the same old, oh, it's racist to say Black Power Magic Hour and you guys are racist, blah, 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 while we're giving some tribute to some white guy that did something great, you know, that we liked or something, you know?
Bro, people called me racist because I didn't agree with Kofi. What the fuck is this guy wearing? I didn't agree with...
He's a runner.
Oh, he's a runner? Okay. I didn't agree with Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship. I got called racist.
But that at the formation of the New Day?
No, the New Day was already established.
Right. And then
Kofi beat Bryan.
But it was so clear that they were pandering.
Yes.
Like, and the thing is, if you're a minority who's smart, you know when they're giving you representation and you know when they're pandering. I didn't like it because it felt like pandering.
Yes. No, Big E was even more pandering. I complained about that too. I'm like, I'm a big Big E guy.
But they did give him the belt though.
Big E?
No, Kofi.
Yes, but they didn't really present him as a champion.
Oh,
he was never.
But I had already given up on basically pro wrestling at that point.
And then they did the same thing with Big E. They had Big E beat Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw last September, and it felt flat. And I'm like, you gave this guy a token title run when you could have made it into a grand thing and really make it organic.
I mean, if people are really listening to what you were actually listening to you talk, they wouldn't say half the shit they do, but they feel like they have to say something to try to get attention.
Yeah.
Right. And, again, you process too much bullshit and you answer to too many people that don't matter. And what it does is all right, we're going to get there in decent time. All right. A lot of these people don't actually believe that you're a racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but all it takes is one person to hear that, and then it grows into 2, 4.
I can't give mod on this
app phone.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got you, Omega. You've been supporting for years and years and years. He was like when I was streaming, like second year of Infinite Warfare. He's been supporting. So You'll get a wrench the next time I'm at my desk.
It's amazing who you realize has been there for.
Oh, I never forget a name. I never forget a name. I didn't forget Raging Girl Gamer's name, and she's from your stream, not mine.
Yeah.
So, I think she was supposed to tell me about this restaurant, and the restaurant is in Manhattan, I think. And now that I live in Manhattan, it's like I can probably fucking walk there now. Oh, this is where this fucking mall is. Yeah, never, ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. And again, Huda Ops, is that your name?
Yeah, Huda Ops.
You make a really good point because I remember the first episode you did with that guy on Wednesdays.
Jesse.
Yeah, I remember I watched.
But I say people calling JD racist while he show with a black friend every Wednesday and is with a black friend right now. Yeah. Oh, I'm black too, and I don't think he's racist at all.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers know you're not. That's what I'm saying. I actually watched the first episode that you did with that guy, Jesse. I watched the very first one. I think I've watched the first two. Oh, there's a Daiso here. Well, there's actually one in my neighborhood.
I never even heard of Daiso.
It's one of those stores that sell like from Japan that sell like a lot of little like trinkets and shit. Mrs. sister is otaku. Like she's like into like a lot of. She's really into that whole everything.
Yeah.
And so we actually went to a location that they have in New Jersey, like maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah, Jesse's one of my best friends.
Yeah,
Jesse started off doing, what I asked him to do on that first episode. He sounded like shit. He actually enjoyed it so much and enjoys being on the show and being in front of the audience.
Yeah.
And getting to know my subscribers. Yes, he is. Yeah.
Also, you are too. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, I'm a very introvert.
And so am I, and so is Captain Paul. And our way of like communicating with the outside world is from the safety of our offices.
But I'm proud of Jesse because he put that fear aside. He spent some money on sounding good. He's got, being on the show. He's gained a nice audience for himself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have anybody on the show that I didn't trust. And I don't usually work with anybody because I feel like people are always out to be selfish.
Yeah. If you like a comment, you can just touch the comment and it'll show up on the screen.
Yeah,
so people can see their comments. Yeah. Yo, and I thank you for coming and to.
Hey, Huda Ops, he's always in the streams.
Yeah. So, thank you. Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, where are we now? Chinatown?
No, we're in Flushing.
Flush?
The ballpark's right there.
Oh, look at that fancy map. You got the whole. It actually looks like a ballpark on there.
Yeah, that's actually Citi Field. If you look, that's the actual dimensions. Have you been to Citi Field?
Yes, I've been to many a beer fest at Citi Field.
Ah, okay. Mrs. Hill, she does the Spartan races at Citi Field.
Yeah, they open up all the mezzanine levels and the field levels for the beer garden.
Word up.
With our beer fest.
Word up. So, we got the 4 series there. Cool. So, yeah.
There's a beer pub right here. It's just in Chinese. And they got fucking bubbles to sit in. No, thank you.
Word up. This car does need to be cleaned though, like that ass.
I'm slightly worried about this series. I think the Mets will take this series, or at least they'll.
It's a 5-game series.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be lucky to walk
The
away with
Braves got better at the deadline. The Mets did.
Yeah, but the Mets are the. I mean, I hate the All-Star break because
New York. Oh my God.
Yeah, that fucking 7 train rolling by.
Yeah, those takes New York for you. But so
I hate the All-Star break because I feel like the Braves were hopping for the All-Star break, and then that momentum kind of goes away. You know, they're still playing good. It's just the Mets are hot too now, kind of.
Except when DeGrom pitches, then the offense is nowhere to be found.
Well, I heard DeGrom wanted to play. I heard and read that DeGrom wants to opt out, or this is
like he's going to opt out because he's well underpaid.
I heard he wants to pitch for a
and I'm not sure his ownership changed. But the thing is, he's injury prone.
I read he wants to pitch for the Braves. I don't know.
And would you read this? ATLBravesFan.com?
No,
fuck out of here.
It was The Athletic.
No. Just no. Just no. There's a Brave fan over there tickling your fucking nutsack over there. Fuck out of here.
That's where AEW's next major show is going to be in New York City, right there, Arthur Ashe.
That's kind of strange.
Oh, look at this guy. Him and his
illegal left-hand turns. Fucking asshole. So, I don't know if we'll stream on the way back. We might just have some conversation time, but it was cool, having you and your people, coming through. You know what I mean? God damn it!
Yeah, fucking train water dropped off.
My car is getting cleaned after this anyway. So. Yeah, my valet guy was like, "Yeah, I'll wash the car tomorrow." Thank you. My valet guy is super cool. Oh yeah, they do it here. They do it here.
Not open.
Oh my God, there's no parking left. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna have to let them know, yo, I prepay for parking. You better let me the fuck in. That shit is. Yeah, we're about to get close to this ballpark. So I guess those that don't know JD, please research JD from NY206 if you're into pro wrestling at all. Definitely come check him out because he's a really good friend of mine and he's very, very knowledgeable. The thing is, they're all blocked. They're all blocked, and I've already prepaid for parking.
All blocked?
They're all blocked. Yeah, they're all blocked.
Gate 8?
Yeah, they're blocked. They're full, and I've already prepaid for parking.
So you can go down.
But I've already prepaid for parking.
So you pay down is the parking lot too, so you can go just come around like that.
Oh my God! Why do they do this? This is
Oh man,
it's so annoying. Let me ask this guy.
Now we're going here. Hey, Gate 8.
Hey, I've already prepaid for parking and most of it's already filled up. I don't know, but Yeah. I did come over when I bought the season tickets.
And the Braves get fucking their ass kicked, and we're leaving the 5th inning.
You think I'm gonna let you get away with not looking at that scoreboard all night? Nah, the Mets offense is so inconsistent. So inconsistent. I want to see if I can get all the way to the back. I don't may not get the parking that we want. For those that had fun enough to you know this call?
Omos, yeah.
So explain that one to me.
Oh, he's a giant 7 foot something wrestler who's completely terrible, and he sounds like he's got this very deep monotone voice, and he's just terrible.
So is he part of the get him off my TV?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
But he's a current guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I believe Ryback made that
Ryback
list.
was on. Big Show was on there. Eva Marie was on there.
Yeah.
Enzo Amore, when he was complete garbage, was on there.
Yeah, but then somebody like didn't somebody like accuse him of like
Yes, and then
something really messed up?
Yeah.
And it turned out to be false, right?
Yes. He was clear. And that stigma still kind of stays.
But believe all women though, right?
That stigma's still with him.
Yeah. And the thing is, once a false accusation is made, you're done. You got the scarlet letter on you. You're finished.
Yeah.
And I just find it to be so messed up. It's just so messed up, and I hate it. I really hate it. I just think that it's just so messed up, you know. But I'm glad that it was false. Glad that it was false because he was with FBI, right? Blooded Italians. He was
No.
guy.
No. He was a current guy. He was with Big Cass.
But before that, he was with FBI.
No. The FBI is ECW. You're thinking like Full Blooded Italians in the 1990s ECW.
Nah, I wasn't watching wrestling in the 1990s, and I remember them.
No. Oh, he is Italian. He's from Jersey.
Yeah, but he was in a stable. He was a little guy.
No, you're thinking Little Guido.
Oh, shit.
This guy's motioning over. Hey, man, I got parking for you. The exit's right here, too. Look at that.
Yeah, I want to park near the exit, man. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I like to park over here. I just hope that maybe when it there's not enough space.
That's not a spot.
Oh.
You ain't fit
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Hell yeah. Well, you got to get out.
Let me take this off then. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, if we decide to stream when we come back, we'll be right back. But we're about to watch this game. Thank you guys for coming through the stream because I appreciate you. And I've always wanted to get JD on the channel, one of the channels anyway. Hopefully he'll come on and talk about his YouTube journey on TSP at some point. But keep supporting him because he deserves it. And thank you for coming through. We're about to watch our teams go at each other. And thank you very, very much. We may be back in a few hours. All right, y'all. We out.